Forget everything you think you know about the Aswang, the creature you picture hiding in the shadows, stalking a lone traveler on a provincial road. That's just a foot soldier. Today, we're talking about the general, the warlord, the walking cataclysm of Philippine mythology. This is the Hanagob in Visayan and Bicolano oral folklore. The Hanagob isn't just another monster. It's a supreme tier entity, a being so powerful and destructive that even other Aswang fear it. Think of it less as a creature and more as a natural disaster given monstrous form. Stories about the Hanagob aren't your typical campfire tales told to scare children. These are whispered legends, warnings of a primordial evil that appears only when the world is already falling apart. So, what exactly is the Hanagob? It's believed to be an ancient Aswang that has lived for so long, it has completely shed its humanity. It no longer needs to disguise itself or live a double life. It has fully embraced its monstrous nature, becoming a lord or an executioner in the Aswang hierarchy. Unlike the common Tiktik or Manananggal that might live in a village, the Hanagob doesn't hide, it appears. And when it does, it's a sign of immense suffering to come, like plagues, wars, or mass death. Its presence alone is an omen of doom. Some legends even say that its arrival heralds death in countless forms, not just from its own claws. Trying to picture the Hanagob is difficult because descriptions are more symbolic and terrifying than consistent. It's not one single shape. Imagine a massive, hulking hybrid of a humanoid and a beast, covered in shaggy, dark hair that seems to drink the light around it, or perhaps made of living shadow itself. Its mouth is grotesquely oversized, filled with fangs that can tear through anything. Its eyes are often described as burning embers or smoldering coals, glowing with ancient malice. Despite its immense size, it moves with an unnatural, terrifying speed, closing distances in the blink of an eye. It might shift its form, taking on features of a monstrous boar, a giant dog, or something purely demonic. But it never, ever looks fully human. Its form is a mockery of nature, a thing that shouldn't exist. The powers attributed to the Hanagob are what truly elevate it to supreme tier status. We're talking about overwhelming physical strength, far beyond any normal creature. It's said to be capable of tearing down houses with its bare hands or slaughtering entire groups of armed men effortlessly. But its most terrifying weapon might be its fear aura. Just being near a Hanagob can induce a supernatural terror that paralyzes victims, causes mass panic, or even drives people to madness. Its very presence is a psychic attack. This power extends to its own kind. The Hanagob holds dominion over other Aswang. Lesser monsters will either flee its territory or are compelled to obey it. It is the alpha predator in a world of predators. Furthermore, its evil is contagious. Some traditions believe its presence can corrupt the land and its people, causing new Aswang to rise in its wake. It is a walking curse. It thrives in darkness, with its power peaking on moonless nights. And unlike the trickster Aswangs that lure you into a trap, the Hanagob hunts openly and directly. If it wants you, it comes for you. There is no hiding. So, how do you stop a walking apocalypse? The short answer is, you probably can't. Folk belief states that a Hanagob cannot be killed by ordinary means. Swords, bullets, modern weapons, they're all useless. Defeating one requires legendary measures. We're talking about grand rituals performed by the most powerful shamans, or Babylons, involving sacred fires, sacrifices, and the summoning of ancestral spirits. These aren't simple prayers, they're spiritual warfare. A few specific weaknesses are mentioned, though they sound more like a hero's quest than a practical defense. Multiple stingray tails, the classic anti-Aswang weapon, might work, but they would need to be wielded together by a warrior of incredible power and courage. Another potential counter is a sacred iron weapon, like a kris or a bolo, that has been blessed by generations of protectors and passed down through a family line. Even then, most stories don't end with the Hanagob being slain. The more common outcome is that it's banished or sealed away, imprisoned in the earth or in a spiritual realm, waiting for a time when it can break free again. Destruction is seen as nearly impossible. Containment is the best one can hope for. The Hanagob is more than just a monster. It's a powerful symbol in Philippine culture. It represents the ultimate consequence of societal decay and moral collapse. When communities break down, when traditions are forgotten, when humanity loses its way, that's when the Hanagob appears. It personifies death on a massive scale, not the individual death of a lone victim, but the death of a village, a community, a way of life. This is why its name was spoken with such fear. To even mention the Hanagob was thought to be an invitation for misfortune, a way of drawing its attention. So, to summarize this terrifying entity, the Hanagob is the apex predator of the Aswang world. A being of pure devastation, a walking calamity that is feared by both humans and monsters. It's not a creature you hunt, it's a force of nature you survive. The world of Philippine mythology is filled with incredible hierarchies and power struggles. The Hanagob is at the top, but it's not alone. There are others, like the Agoras. Would you be interested in seeing a ranking of these supreme tier Aswang, or perhaps a full hierarchy chart of the entire Aswang world? Let me know in the comments below what you'd like to explore next. Thanks for watching, and remember to subscribe for more journeys into the darkest corners of folklore.